sure you've had this frustrating thing happen too, like where you go to a store or whatever, and you're trying to give them money, but they're just making it so hard. It's like there's so much friction on the website or with the store clerk or with the machine. It's like, look, I don't want your, 4-month long. I just want to buy the thing, right? It's so frustrating. I think as real estate agents, we can do that sometimes too. I had a person reach out to me today. This is someone who reached out looking for someone to help them buy a home like 4 months ago, and called back like 4 minutes after the message I got, but the person had already found some other realtor and was like, "Yeah, sorry, I'm already taken care of." And I said, "Okay, no problem. Great." That happens sometimes. People are like Amazon age, right? They're just like clicking until someone answers the phone, and I didn't answer the phone. So they moved on, right? Well, here it is. 4 months later, I got a message today that said, "Hey, can you show me a house this morning?" And it's this person, I have the text history. So I'm like, "Sure, what's up? Where do you want to see the house?" They give me the house address. I call, said, "Hey, look, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I knew you hired another realtor." And he said, "Hey, thanks for remembering." And, that agent didn't want to show me, it showed me one house and didn't want to show any more because I'm not pre-qualified, but I've bought houses before. I know the drill. I'm going to be okay. And, it's going to be fine. And I was like, "Sure, I'll show you a house." Right. And so went out, showed him a property, got to know him, really lovely couple, just amazing family, really got along with him really well. They were super respectful. They weren't trying to be rude. They just didn't want to get pre-qualified yet. And I get it. Lots of realtors just are good. They don't want to quote unquote waste their time, right? But at the end of the day, that's our job, right? Is to help people buy houses. I don't want to get in the way with how things normally go. Most people get pre-qualified before they buy a home, but this guy didn't want to. Okay, no problem. Showed him a home. They love the house, and now they're getting pre-qualified with my lender, right? Because they want to write an offer on the house. So this other agent, I'm sure, lovely person, but they, talked themselves out of a deal just because they had their system, their process of the way they wanted to do things. And that's normally our process too. It's normally the most helpful. And I'm not going to show 700 houses to somebody who isn't pre-qualified, right? I don't want to just waste their time, waste my time. But look, if you just want to go see a house or two, of course. So my encouragement today is just, sure, have a system. That's really valuable. Have a system. You should help people, show them the way, right? You do this every day, all day. You should have a good system. That being said, do not get in the way of helping people do what they want to do. Like just because it's not following your system doesn't mean it's a waste of your time or a waste of their time. As long as they're being respectful, as long as they're fun to work with, I'm happy to help show a few homes, walk them through the process, help them understand the value. It's my job ultimately as a salesperson, as someone who's sold thousands of homes, to help them understand why, at some point we probably ought to get you pre-qualified, right? But to try to get that done instantly right on the phone, like, look, why do that? Let's get them into some homes. Let's make some connection. Let's create a little bit of rapport, and then we can show them what it looks like to go buy a home. So go help them buy a home.